So I have to tell you that I knew it. I knew it. I knew that Donald Trump was going to veer his way back towards the middle, and maybe even in some respects to the left of even Hillary Clinton. Um, Donald Trump is a very controversial candidate. He has a lot of positions that a lot of people don't agree with. Surprisingly, he does have some positions that some of you might actually agree with. I know there are a few that I do agree with, but he's not getting my vote. Um, but this is what he did today. Today on Good Morning America, I believe it was, they had a town hall with Donald Trump, and they asked him about the North Carolina transgender bill that they passed. The bill was to prevent transgender persons who weren't born as a male or who weren't born as a female. It prohibits them from being able to use the bathroom of their new, their self-identified gender identity. So a lot of businesses have boycotted this bill. PayPal, Deutsche Bank, various other businesses have even put a halt to business in North Carolina as a protest to this bill. What do you think Donald Trump said today when asked about that bill? Today, Donald Trump said that he supports the transgender community and they should be able to use whatever bathroom they wish. They asked him about, Caitlyn Jenner, if she comes to your hotel, can she use whatever bathroom she wants? And he said, yeah, she can use whatever bathroom she wants to use. They asked him, did he have transgender people working for him? He said, I don't know. I'm sure I do. And that is a huge difference from where the Republican Party as a whole stands on the issue. I've said all along that Donald Trump's appeal, the stuff he says, the stuff he does, is is bombastic, and yes, it's loud and sometimes it's offensive, but he does it because a lot of it is entertainment. A lot of this stuff he doesn't really feel. He doesn't really believe. You can't go from 5 years ago being what he was recorded as saying on a news network that he's extremely pro-choice, he's unequivocally pro-choice, to now saying, I don't know. Um, Even when it comes to Planned Parenthood, if you notice, he said, while all the other Republicans were saying they wanted to defund Planned Parenthood, get rid of Planned Parenthood, Donald Trump was the only one to say, well, maybe we can put restrictions on how many abortions they do. However, if you really do this math, they don't really do that many. So they help more women than they do abortions. So I wouldn't touch Planned Parenthood. That's what Donald Trump said. So it's like, so basically, it's like, when it comes to Trump, he pretty much has definitely been able to appeal to a little bit of everything that people like or want, or to various different positions. So I've always said that Donald Trump is not the person who's running right now in the Republican primary. This is a character, and this character knows what it takes to get the nomination for the Republicans. Because Republicans have moved so far to the right, he know, okay, I gotta play a little crazy. I'm gonna say some crazy shit, and then when I get the nomination, I'll go back to the middle. I knew that was gonna happen, and that's exactly what he's doing. He don't care about gay marriage. He don't care about Mexicans and none of that stuff. All the stuff he says, building a wall. I'm gonna, it's all entertainment. I really believe that. Now, with that being said, that also proves that he will do and say anything to get what he wants. So that's not a quality that I think we should have in a president of the United States. I think a president should stand by their convictions. I think a president should be honest with what it is they believe in, and they should also be, sure about where it is what direction they want the country to go in, and be specific about the things they plan to do. Donald Trump has not exhibited that, so that's why he doesn't get my vote. However, I do feel that if Hillary Clinton is indeed the nominee, I believe Donald Trump will give Hillary Clinton a run for her money. The reason why he will give Hillary Clinton a run for her money is because, number one, Hillary Clinton has a lot of baggage that she's bringing to the nomination. If she indeed gets a nomination, Hillary Clinton has a lot of things that he can use against her that he can honestly say that he's not a part of, whether it be money from banks, whether it be how much fund campaign finance reform. He can use all those things against her. FBI investigation, email controversy. None of that stuff can be used against him because he, again, like Bernie Sanders, funded his own campaign. My concern is that just like right now you have a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters, including myself. Well, some of Bernie Sanders supporters, especially independent ones, if have said that if he doesn't win the nomination, they can't vote for Hillary. But a lot of them, when questioned, okay, well, who's your second choice? A lot of Bernie supporters have said their second choice is Donald Trump. So if he is able to appeal to your moderate independents and your more moderate Republicans, he could actually win the nomination for president of the United States, and that should be concerning. And we really have to figure out as a Democratic Party what we're going to do to make sure that we keep the party together. Did I vote for Bernie Sanders? Absolutely. Is Bernie Sanders going to get the nomination? Is going to be a tough hill to climb, but it is possible. But if he doesn't get the nomination, what are we going to do? Are we going to stay home? Hell no, I ain't staying home. I'm going to come out and I'm going to vote for Madam Secretary Hillary Clinton. I'm gonna have to. No, I don't agree with all of her positions, but to me, I think she's a lot better than majority of the Republicans. So, you know, any of the Republicans actually. I'm sorry, not the majority, any of them. But I know though it's a reality that a lot of Bernie supporters really will not vote for her. And that's something that the Democratic Party is going to have to work with, because I'm telling you right now, if Donald Trump is the Republican nominee and he changes his tune to this more nuanced approach of, well, the laws are like, they asked him about gay marriage. Is he going to change the gay marriage law? He said, well, I don't agree with the court's ruling, but it is what it is. It's the law of the land. Can't change it. You live with it, whatever. Like he's going from extreme Trump and he's moving over to moderate Trump. And moderate Trump, with all the media attention he gets, with all the, he's able to call into radio stations and news outlets and just get on the air and get all this free media and press, this is free publicity. If that is the case, just as much as they covered crazy Trump, they're going to cover moderate Trump the same way. And unfortunately, Americans have a short memory. And I have a feeling that you will find a lot of the American public will warm up to the new, middle of the road, nuanced, pragmatic Donald Trump. We can't say we haven't seen this before. Politicians do it all the time. Obama did it. When Obama was Senator Obama, he didn't have no problem with same-sex marriage. He said it numerous times that he thought that gay people should love who they love. They should have the right to get married. Candidate Obama had an issue with same-sex marriage and said, I believe in traditional marriage. He even told Rick Warren at Rick Warren's church, when he was there being interviewed by him as he was running for president, that he felt like that he believed in traditional marriage. But he had to say that because that's what the American public was at the time. But now he evolved on the issue and he's okay with it. He was always okay with it. He never was against it. His heart was always okay with it. And I feel that this is what you see happening with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is very much, he's from New York. I guarantee that he's just as liberal as anybody else is when it comes to business. He's a businessman at the end of the day. You're hard pressed unless you're, except for Chick-fil-A, bless their hearts. But outside of your super religious business organizations or who have a public show of their faith, you're hard pressed to find any Fortune 500 company or representative of that company have any hardline stance against where the American public is on social issues. And I feel like Donald Trump is the same. And I feel as though he is going to start to drive himself to the middle. And I think even on some issues, he's going to be to the left of Hillary Clinton. And that is going to present the Democratic Party with a problem. We got to figure it out.